make the transfer fee and just pay in installments.
Yeah.
Same thing. Why should it be on loan? In case Conte decides...
There must be something accounting-wise where it makes more sense for that to happen. Otherwise,
it must be, yeah.
It has to be. Because it doesn't make any sense on paper.
No.
Just at face value, what are you doing? Just buy him.
Yeah. Because didn't you just sell a guy for a world record transfer fee? Yep, but you've probably got... Well, they bought Higuain for most of it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I hated that transfer. I really hated it.
It's like you went from... You made like half a step up. You could have been on Napoli and maybe challenged for a title. And they did last year for a while.
Yeah. It's so dirty to do that.
And they have Pjanic as well. Juventus. They have everybody now. That's anybody that's played in Italy is on Juventus now. Seems like.
So you've already got Mandzukic and Dybala. You don't need to buy Higuain. He scored 30 goals last year. So he's pretty fat. I need to do it again.
Yeah, he is really fat.
Yeah, I know.
He's a very robust striker, I would say.
I imagine he likes a pint. I think if he came into, he could walk in.
I bet he loves wine. I bet he does the move like the medieval move where he's just drinking wine all night and just sucking down red meat like legs of lamb and like.
Well, you say medieval. I think that's what happens in Argentina every day now.
That's true.
that cow on the crucifix.
Yeah.
At the barbecue.
Yes. Look at that with the lamb when they go out into the woods on the mind of a chef. That guy that
that's terrific.
He's on an island or whatever. He does everything by flame, by an open fire.
That's mental what that guy's up to.
But he sticks the lamb like 20 feet away from the fire, and just throws water on it every 5 minutes for 5 hours.
He knows how it's going to work.
Yeah. And he has to, depending on where the wind's blowing, he has to like pick up the crucifix and just move it like in different spots.
Sorry, I mean, we've got a cooker in there.
Yeah, you have an oven, right?
Yeah, just use that. Oh no, I'm all mysterious and Argentinian.
Yeah. The thing that bothered me, I really enjoyed that, but the one thing that bothered me about that is when he was making breakfast and he cracked 2 eggs over this really hot plate over an open fire. And he's like, I like to do the salt from up here because I like the way it looks when it falls down. It's like, oh my god, just put salt on it.
Yeah.
Whether you do this or whether you go like that, it doesn't matter. Whether you just lightly trickle it or just throw it on, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
So just put salt in it because it's an egg. Just that's what you have to do.
Yeah, just a pinch of salt, done. Maybe a crack of pepper.
Or just put the egg on, cook it, and let the person that's eating it put the salt on if they want salt on it. You probably want this sprinkled from 10 feet up.
Yeah.
No.
He sprinkles it like a ballerina, like,
arsehole. We nailed him.
But those grilled tomatoes looked really good that he was doing on there, too. Come on, watch that episode again.
It's on Netflix. But it's got that douchey chef, what's his name?
Yeah, the
Korean American, like from Louisville or something.
Right. Good chef, but
liked him on
very,
Top Chef.
very full of himself. Very full of himself.
It's like, mate, you're a cook. Quit yapping, get me a burger, would you?
Quit talking to me like this fish means more than just fish. It's like, it's the way you cut it and slice it. It's very therapeutic. It's like, just butcher it and put it on my plate. I don't really care.
I find it therapeutic when I just
turn
off the TV when you're talking.
Alright, I think that's enough cynicism for today.
Never. I've got more in me.
Well, anyway, the second derby of the day then, Dave, is the United City clash.
Well, no, it's not really a clash between two teams. It's very much a clash between Pep and Mourinho.
Oh, God.
Isn't it?
Jesus.
Oh, remember in the past when they were arguing? Now they'll be doing it again. Oh, I'm excited. Football. I remember a time when football wasn't so douchey as it is now. It's embarrassing.
Well, I think the media, the journalists turn it into a soap opera. It's not the managers.
I know.
I mean, some managers play into it, definitely, like Wenger and Mourinho, they definitely play into it. I think they genuinely just don't like each other, though. I think that's what that is.
Why can't you just say...
But like the stuff like Pep and Mourinho, like, who cares? It doesn't matter. Maybe they don't agree on some things. Ooh.
Mourinho poked the eye of Tito Villanova back when he was the assistant manager. Should be a fun game, though.
I think so.
Because I can't remember. I think it was the Old Trafford one of those when they played, or maybe it was one of the games they had last year. And it was Old Trafford. I think it was 0-0, and it was just rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
Just boring.
Well, it's because Louis Van Gaal.
Van Gaal and Pellegrini was He's a nice fella. Maybe tactically not.
I like Pellegrini because I liked him last year because he said exactly what everybody thought. He's like, it's my last year. Just gonna,
He strikes me as an international manager.
Yeah.
Like, he's not that great at tactics, but he's a nice fella and people like him.
Yeah.
So
he's perfect for that.
Like Sam Allardyce, one of those guys.
Sam Allardyce is not likable, eh? I don't think he's very friendly, probably. He's a bit of a douche. Fat.
Probably smells like sausage rolls.
I think he got out of his seat one time against Slovakia to give instruction. The rest of that, he just had his legs crossed and leaned back in his chair, just watching.
Just chewing.
Yeah. Gum. Yeah. Anyway.
I don't know. I really. It's a hard to call.
I'm gonna say City 2-1 in that one. A goal from De Bruyne and a goal probably from Aguero.
Suspended.
Probably from Iheanacho.
I like it. I like that shout better. I think it'll be like 1-1 or something. It'll be kind of a draw. I don't think if they're level with about a bit left to go, second half, I think they'll really go for it.
Well, I like to play that WM in attack now, which is interesting.
It's the future.
You think Gundogan's going to get a start in this one?
No. I mean, I know he's fit, but I don't think you change it for that game.
Okay.
Because they got a Champions League game in midweek. They'll probably
sure.
They'll probably stick him in for that.
Yeah.
Who are they playing? Probably Celtic, someone gash like that.
No.
I don't know who they're playing, but actually it could be Barcelona. I have no idea. I don't think he's been injured all summer, so his pre-season's always been a bit funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's fit now. Yeah, on the bench. Maybe if they're winning 2-1 as you predict with like 50 minutes to go, pop him on for a bit of control in midfield.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a weird time to kind of get get a feel for the
pace
of a new league.
Especially, if he does, let's just say he does go in at that point with them leading at like 70 minutes or 75 minutes or whatever, and he gets like 15 minutes of action. Those 15 minutes are going to be pretty brutal because United is just going to be
all over them.
Yeah,
he's going to be dealing with fully fit Paul Pogba running at him.
Yeah.
All right, fella.
Yeah.
Not enjoying it.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good game. This is unfortunate. It's at 6:30 a.m. Which is actually half hour after the Old Firm game starts, so I'll be up anyway.
Yeah.
God.
Get him on both devices.
I'm gonna have to. Do
you need a password?
I'll need a password. I'll talk to you after.
Okay.
All fair. We don't want other people to see them.
Any other interesting games?
Yeah, well, Liverpool Leicester might be quite.
Yeah,
fun.
that'll be a fun one. Up and down, I would imagine. Both counter-attacking teams. I think Liverpool can. They'll probably be more of the possession holders in that game.
Probably
because Leicester.
I'm dying.
Leicester will let them do that probably.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of hope that Klopp's Liverpool get the win because I quite like Klopp's Liverpool.
Well, yeah. Plus, it's at Anfield, and I like when the cop goes nuts. I don't know.
Because I do.
I like because they're very much to me like the cop is the most. They're the most. Maybe this is wrong, but they remind me of Dortmund's fan section, where like all the flags and they're really loud and usually and just they seem like that. Liverpool is really the perfect place for Klopp because they're very similar situations, I think.
Yeah, I read that interview with him the other week and said, "Oh, I've fallen in love with the place," and blah blah blah. Yeah,
I didn't read that.
It was a good article, but it was in the Daily Mail, so.
Oh. Yeah.
I got a link to it from another website. I didn't go to the Daily Mail website. They had an article today on this restaurant called Wings in Manchester, a Chinese restaurant, and lots of footballers go there. So they had literally like over 1,000 words on this Chinese restaurant.
What are you reading the Daily Mail for, Dave?
I went to Football 365 and they went, "You got to read this. This is insane." So I clicked on that link and it was
clickbait.
Yeah. Well, no. What they were saying normally we don't give the link to the clickbait. It was like, this article is insane. It's so
outrageous.
It's like their lead sports article of the day. And this guy's ordering spring rolls or some whatever.
I can't imagine what the Sun had for a lead article that day. It couldn't have been much better.
Well, I tell you what.
What is it with those papers?
Well, the Daily Mail is like a classy version of the Sun. It's right-wing, vaguely racist nonsense, but for people that are a little more intelligent than the Sun. The Sun is just for morons.
Big Brexit supporters, the Sun?
The what?
The big Brexit supporters, the Sun?
I would think so.
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't read a lot of the Sun's article. I don't really get their perspective on the Brexit, unfortunately.
I just see everybody like makes fun of the Sun and the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
So anytime a link comes up to anything on there, I just ignore it.
You don't click on it.
Yeah, I just ignore it completely. It's like, oh, Swansea's like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, they're probably not.
Yeah.
That's just, if I see it from the Daily Mail or the Sun, I just go, it's probably not going to happen.
They had a story, I think it was in the Sun actually, it was like Chelsea and England ace is like unhappy with something or other, and you go, ooh, who's it going to be? Click on it. Oh, it's Nathaniel Chalobah, or whoever his name is.
Who?
Exactly. It's like, he's never played for England, has he? Nope.
England ace.
They call it ace. Whenever somebody uses the word ace, it always turns out it was just something you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Manchester United ace. It's like, oh, Fosu Mensah. Like, oh, okay.
I hate that too. They used it a lot with Llorente in the South Wales Evening Post and Wales Online was Spanish international. No, he's not. He was.
Yeah, exactly.
He's now 31 years old. So
if you want to get back in the Spain team, you don't move to Swansea. No disrespect. But, you know.
He had it more right with Sevilla and didn't play. So yeah.
And then they sold Kevin Gamero, so they probably need him now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
No, they bought somebody else.
Well, they did, you're right.
To replace Gamero. I can't remember who it was though. Somebody good, somebody decent, like Soldado. Just decent. I don't know. It wasn't him. I can't remember who it was. Maybe I'll look it up quick. Anyway, the rest of the fixtures really aren't that. Arsenal, Southampton, maybe that would be probably kind of boring actually.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, like Burnley, Hull.
I hope Middlesbrough just pump Crystal Palace. That would be absolutely terrific. We all know it would be.
And obviously West Brom aren't going to be able to handle Jack Wilshere running the midfield for Bournemouth until he goes off injured after 5 minutes and we don't see him again for another year.
It's a shame they lost Matt Ritchie. I think Bournemouth, if they had Matt Ritchie, could have been... I think he's really... You think he's done a good move going to Newcastle?
Well, I mean, he's been playing there and playing well, so...
Mm-hmm.
And probably, I mean, financially, I bet it's already been better.
Well, of course, yeah.
They'll probably get promoted and be back in the Premier League next year. I mean, it's different. Yeah, I think Newcastle's sort of team that you want to play for, like big northern club.
He's from over there, isn't he too? Or he's from near there? Isn't Matt Ritchie from the north? No, did I make that up?
I don't know actually. I think he's from somewhere further south actually. I'm not too sure. I'm honestly, I'm just guessing. I know he's not from Scotland, although he does wear the jersey with pride, obviously.
I completely forgot I was going to look up.
Who Sevilla bought?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was struggling there as well. Jesus.
But yeah, okay, I can see how that worked then.
And Bournemouth got Jordan Ibe as well, so that's a pretty...
Yeah, it's probably an upgrade.
Although 15 mil, I don't know.
No, you don't think so?
Well, I mean, Matt Ritchie has been good for a while.
Oh, they have Jorge Sampaoli as their manager as well, Sevilla.
That's why they won their first game 6-4.
That's a good point. Good point about attacking football.
Or just people can't be arsed coaching.
Yeah. Players. Current squad. Benoit Jamalinas, he's been there for a while. Kolodziejczak's been there for a while.
I hate on your phone Wikipedia.
Sammy Nasri.
You have to go to the other side. Yeah, it's a gash. Nasri. Fatty Nasri.
Steven Nzanzi. These are all defenders.
They don't have any strikers. Who's that forward?
Luciano Vieto.
Oh, Vieto. Yeah, he's good.
I thought they had somebody better than that.
Was he not? No, they must have bought him. Was he not Atletico last year? No. Oh, Wissam Ben Yedder. He was from Toulouse. He's quite good.
Okay.
Well, that's a couple of solid signings.
They'll probably win the Europa League again.
Anyone that wins anything 4 times in a row is boring. I don't care.
Well, I mean, it's not their fault. Someone's got to beat them.
It is their fault.
Why? Someone's got to beat them eventually.
No, you got to.
No one has.
You've got to remove yourself from the tournament. Just don't turn up.
Or they have to play in the Champions League, and if they get third place in a spot, and then sorry, You don't get to be in it anymore.
Yep.